Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a trading 212 portfolio update video. And I've done a few of these frequently, but I keep getting people saying, oh, I want to see another update video, even if it's like a week after. And I used to do that. I used to do them weekly, and I kind of liked doing it weekly because it just meant that I was, well, obviously uploading more, and you're able to like watch and even see the small changes that were happening. Although, because I've now got more money in the stock market, it's constantly changing. And yeah, I just want to update you guys on what I have done, because I think I have changed it a very little bit. So the first one is Apple. I've got 7 shares of this, obviously. I'm up 95% nearly. And a lot of people are saying as well, it's a very interesting stage at the moment, because we're at all-time highs with the S&P 500, which obviously is the top 500 companies, as you guys know, in America. But Apple is obviously the top 7. And in the top 7, well, if you actually look at their companies and look at each individual one, apart from maybe obviously Tesla's a bit of an anomaly because of the fact of there's arguments that it's just a car company, and then some people say it's not just a car company. Obviously, I believe that it's not just a car company, so I believe it's valued at a certain price or whatever. So that was a bit hard, but if you go by all the others, realistically they're at fair value, or you could say undervalued, or just very, very slightly overvalued. And it just shows that even though the fact that the S&P 500 is at the top at the moment, there's still so much growth to be made with some of these companies like Meta, like Amazon, like Nvidia is just smashing the earnings at the moment. And obviously that started to be priced in on the stock. But even that is considered, you could say, undervalued. But especially Meta and Amazon for a start. Like, they're very, very solid companies that look like they've got a huge amount more growth to come, especially next year. So Fubo is my speculative play, and it's pretty much like a penny stock at this rate. And I've got 1,000 shares of this now. I think last time I showed you, maybe I was on 800 shares or so. I've now got 1,000 shares, and yeah, like, I'm just going to be keeping an eye on Fubo. Their earnings are in February, and I think they're going to smash their earnings. I think they're going to do better than the expectations. And I do think at the end of 2025, they will turn profitability, or beginning of 2026. So it's not just a stock I'm going to hold for the next month or two. This is one where I want to see if it can turn profitable. And I'm going to keep an eye on the earnings on February. But if you look at the past few earnings, they're getting closer and closer to that profitability, and they're not burning as much cash as they once were. Fubo is at the moment down at 3.6%, but I do like Fubo as a stock. I just think it's going to be one of those where it catches people off guard and go, whoa, and it just blows up. Like I say, especially once they can show profitability, which I believe they can, and we'll see in February if their earnings are pretty decent at all, and if they are guiding for a good year. But we'll have to see. Hence why I've not got loads of money in Fubo, but I might consider buying more as well. I just want to see how the stock does, and if we can get a bit more of a retracement, because then I'll buy a bit more. But I have got a max on how much I am going to put in Fubo. I'm not going to go too crazy, because obviously there is a lot of risk to this stock as well. Palantir, $64. People seriously thought like it's going to crash down. I thought so as well, and I still think there is that massive potential that it's going to. $40 will be kind of like, I think, the fair price of Palantir, my opinion. And yeah, I think Palantir is a solid stock, hence why I've got 546 shares of this, and I'm up 248%. The growth is just crazy good, but we gotta hope that they can do the 30% revenue growth in these earnings. Otherwise this could get ugly. This could crash down. But yeah, Palantir, this has always been my favorite stock. Like, you guys, if you guys have followed me since 2021 and you saw me in the trenches, literally in the trenches, because I didn't understand valuations at all, and I bought Palantir at such an expensive price. It's like painful to know that I did that. But I'm glad I made the mistakes at 21, because otherwise I wouldn't know for future of if a stock is undervalued or not. And back in 2021, there were so many bubbles about. There was like, to be fair, going back to Fubo, I think that was trading at $30 a stock. It's just bonkers. It is. It's just bonkers. But anyway, Palantir, I managed to get my average price down to 19, to be fair, considering I was buying at like 26 at the time. But because I was buying at $7 and $8 as well, that's why I was able to get my average down. But yeah, $64 it's at. The fact that it's going into the NASDAQ and the QQQs, like, yeah, people are going to have to be buying up these shares, and a lot of institutions are buying up Palantir. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if it does drop as well. PayPal, this is the one earlier on in the year that I wanted to buy into. We're up 61%. I saw that it was undervalued, so we got in, and yeah, I'm glad I did, because, well, we're up 61%. My average was $52 at the time, and now it's $86. SoFi, oh, this is smashing it. This is absolutely smashing it. Nearly up, well, 100% pretty much, nearly. 663 shares. Just to let you guys know, I do want to buy more SoFi, but I want to see if we can get a retracement down to 10, 11. 10, 11 is like my ideal spot that I want to buy up SoFi, but maybe 12 as well. But yeah, $10 or $11, I'll be buying SoFi. So yeah, it's because it's started to turn profitable, and people starting to see the potential of SoFi, and this is the reward you get when you see it before other people, you could say. Tesla, $353 now, blimey, 39 shares. I did want to get 50 shares, like, and I said that in my YouTube video, I wanted to get 50 shares, but I was waiting for it to go down below $200, and it didn't. But yeah, my average is 211, and I'm up 67%. So yeah, Tesla is absolutely smashing it so far. So in total, I've got £58,041 in my stock market portfolio. Bonkers, really, up 125%. It's crazy, like, how far we've come, to be fair. Like, if you guys have stuck with me since the beginning, I really do appreciate it. Like, I really appreciate all the support. It really means the world to me. Like, all the likes, the comments, the subscribers that are coming through. Like, we've grown 400 subscribers in the last 28 days. Like, 400 subscribers. Like, it's unbelievable. And let's just look, like, just as a celebration of 3,000 subscribers, if you guys are still watching, I started in 2020. I didn't film YouTube videos then, and that's when I got in at COVID times. And yeah, as you can see, I'll try my best to be slow with this, so you can, like, kind of look or pause if you want, and you can just see, like, the difference of what was happening. And you got to bear in mind, a large chunk of this money was Palantir as well. And like I said earlier on the video, I bought at, it was way too overvalued, so that meant that I had the consequence of really having to hold an overvalued stock for 2-3 years until it reflected that price. So I kind of had to play catch up a bit and suffer the consequences. But yeah, down 45% at that point. And obviously that was when Palantir probably was at $7 a stock. That's, yeah, like, it will always catch up with you, the stock market, of what determines if it's valued rightly or wrongly. And that's why you need to make sure you're careful with your valuations. And that's why I'm expecting Palantir to drop to $40. Like, I'm not going to be delusional and not think that. But yeah, that's the change of the market. And yeah, crazy. But if you did enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for the support. Honestly, it does mean the world.